What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Flip Finder Network. If you're diving into Amazon online arbitrage and want to make smarter buying decisions, this video is for you. Today I'm breaking down the ultimate Amazon FBA sourcing checklist. And yeah, before you ask, you can download it completely free and follow along. I'll put the link in the description to this page to make it easy. But if you're on our website, flipfindernetwork.com, and you click on this free resources page, you can see a little bit about the checklist. All you got to do is give me your email and your name, hit download, and you'll get an email sent directly to you with the file to download. Now, I will say the email hosting company that I'm using for this is budget friendly, and I've had varied responses on the time that it takes to get this email. So if you punch in your email and your name, you hit download, and then you check your email zero point 0.2 seconds later and you haven't got it yet, don't have a meltdown. It's coming, I promise. I've had some people say it takes a minute or two. I've had some people say it takes 15 or 20. So if you don't get it instantly, don't worry, it's coming, I promise. And if you don't have it after 20 or 30 minutes, send me a message. I will make sure you get it. So before I go over the checklist itself, I want to talk about why a sourcing checklist matters. Sourcing products without a game plan is a recipe for tanking, bad buys, and wasted time. And this is a really common thing you'll see with newer sellers is they don't have a system. And I was in that boat once myself a couple of years ago when I started my Amazon business, and I didn't really have any resources out there to help me structure my system. So I created my own, and now I'm offering it to you completely free. But I just want to help as many people as I can. This is the exact checklist that I use personally in my business and to find leads to put in our Discord. And while I'm talking about that, I'm going to do a quick plug to the Discord channel because starting to get some traction over there, and I appreciate everybody who's already joined. I think we're almost at 50 members now, which is awesome, and I thank each and every one of them. But just a quick little overview here. You can see the welcome page. We've got a few of the recent members. Shout out to those guys. Thank you very much. I actually spent a good amount of time building out this Discord channel to make it really, really organized and easy to navigate. So I've got tons of different channels here. We've got sourcing discussions. I've got two different sourcing rooms where you can pop in live and source with other sellers or just talk about Amazon stuff. I've got a daily lead section where I'm putting in a new lead every day, 5 days a week, because I am taking weekends off. I got to keep that work-life balance in check. But 5 days a week, I'm putting a lead in there that's good and profitable today that you can buy and sell. Got tools discussion, resources galore, just a lot of good stuff going on over there. I will put the link to that in the description of this video as well. Once you get your download, it should look something a little like this. And this is a 16-page document. I really spent some time putting this together and including screenshots, and I tried to be as detailed as possible when I was explaining things, especially for the newer sellers that might not know exactly what's going on. But you'll see in the top section here, there is a YouTube link. That's actually not the link to this video. So this YouTube link goes to a separate YouTube video, which is a full deep dive breakdown, word for word, of this entire document. For today, I'm just going to give you the Cliff Notes version. There's 8 questions every product should pass before you buy. Number 1, is it profitable? Obviously, we don't want to be selling products at a loss, so use your favorite profit calculator. I use RevSeller. I just recently switched over because RevSeller is about a third of the price of the competition, and they do everything the competition does plus a little bit more. So if you're interested in RevSeller, I'll put the link to that in the description as well. We want to be hitting at least a minimum 30% ROI and $3 profit per unit. Now, keep in mind that is a bare minimum if you're doing online arbitrage for Amazon especially FBA. I personally like to shoot for at least 40% ROI, but definitely want to see at least 30% and $3 just when you're starting out, and you can work that up in the future. So number 2, is it selling? We found out that it's profitable, but that doesn't matter if we can't sell it. So we want to make sure the products that we're buying are actually selling, and you can do that using Keepa. Keepa is a essential tool for all Amazon sellers. If you don't already have Keepa, I'll link that one in the description as well. But you want to check the offer count. You want to see a rising and falling offer count. If the offer count is rising only and it's not falling, that's usually a pretty big red flag. Number 3. Is it a variation? Variations can be very confusing to newer sellers that don't understand the data. But once you understand what's going on, it's super easy, and it's really important to look at all of the variations because some of them don't sell very well and some of them sell extremely well. So make sure you're going through the variations tab in Keepa and making sure that the particular variation you're looking at is selling. Number 4. Is the buy box rotating? We want to make sure that we can be competitively priced and we can have a chance at winning the buy box, but we also want to make sure that it's rotating. So if you go to the buy box statistics, again, in Keepa, if you're seeing a trend here, Keepa is a necessary tool. I know it's a little bit on the expensive side, especially if you're starting out. You can't succeed without it. So, I mean, you pretty much got to have it. So want to check the buy box statistics. We want to see multiple sellers sharing the buy box. That means we're going to have a shot at making a sale without racing to the bottom, right? We want to keep the price where it's at and have an opportunity to win the buy box. Number 5, is it staple? Keepa, again, look at the 90-day price trends. You want to make sure that the buy box price has been stable at least over the last 90 days or increasing. Hopefully that would be even better, but you want to make sure that it's not a inflated price, and that means if we back out on the Keepa chart to 90 days, we want to see that the price has been fairly stable over that 90-day period. So if 2 weeks ago the buy box price was at 25 and today the buy box price is at 45, and we back out to 90 days and this is the first time it's hit 45 in the last 90 days, it's pretty safe to say that that price might not hold for the next 90 days. Now there's ins and outs and exceptions to every rule, but just generally speaking, especially if you're a newer seller, you want to make sure that price is stable. Number 6, are there any IP complaints? This is another big one, especially for the newer sellers. IP complaints can be really scary. They don't have to be, as long as you got your ducks in a row and you're keeping your invoices organized and you can easily track things back. It's not something huge to worry about, but at the same time we want to avoid those as much as possible. It's super easy to see in the Keepa charts. You can't always go by the Keepa charts because I have gotten IP complaints on products that have no history of IP complaint even on Keepa, but if you do look back a year, 2 years on Keepa and you see that sudden drop off in offer count where it goes from 40 sellers to 2 in the same line, it's just a cliff straight down, that's a guaranteed IP complaint. You probably want to stay away from that listing. Number 7, is Amazon on the listing? Another big one for really new sellers, like, ooh, Amazon's on the listing, can't sell it. Definitely not true. There's no problem selling alongside with Amazon, but we want to make sure that they're actually sharing the buy box. And there's tons of opportunities out there, tons of products where Amazon is on the listing and they're sharing the buy box. So they don't always take all the sales. So you want to check those buy box statistics and make sure that Amazon is actually sharing the buy box with third-party sellers. And finally, number 8, is the listing accurate? This is a big one that a lot of new sellers tend to kind of either skip over, or I don't know if they just get excited that they found a good product and don't pay attention, but make sure the product that you're sending in is the exact match of the product on Amazon. Make sure it's the same size, make sure it's the same color, make sure if you're doing clothing it's got the same logo placement. All that stuff matters. You don't want to get a bad review or a return. So make sure what you're buying is actually the same thing as what you're planning on selling. So these 8 questions are really powerful, but they're more effective with the right tools. I've got 3 recommended must-haves for you. Number 1, Keepa. It's a necessity. Again, you got to have it. You don't really have a choice. Suck it up. It comes out to like 20 bucks a month. If you're sourcing every day like you should be, you'll pay for that in the first couple days, maybe a week if you're new to sourcing. So you got to have it. Number 2, RevSeller. RevSeller, again, I recently switched to RevSeller. It's become my favorite profit calculator. I really like the layout. It's super easy to use. It has some features that some of the other competitors don't have, which I really like. And number 3, SmartScout. SmartScout is a very underrated online arbitrage seller tool. It's kind of marketed more towards wholesalers or private label sellers, but I've had a lot of fun deep diving SmartScout in the last several months, and I found it really useful in the online arbitrage model. So check that out. They also have a free Chrome extension, which is really cool. If you're looking to kind of be budget friendly, especially at the beginning, that's a really good place to start. I'll link all 3 of those in the description, and if you want to learn more about these tools and how to use them, I'll link a page on our website. It's actually a deep dive on all 3 of these tools and how to use them. So if you're ready to stop guessing and start sourcing with confidence, grab our free checklist today, flipfindernetwork.com/free resources. When you sign up, you also get access to our email newsletter, which gives you weekly tips, tools, updates, tricks, YouTube. It lets you know everything that's going on. If you're not already in the Discord channel, please join the Discord channel because I'm putting stuff over there that doesn't make it to YouTube. I'm trying to get a little more exclusive with some stuff, and it's a really good community to be in. There's a couple of sellers in there now. I think we're almost up to 50, which is awesome. And we're starting to share leads. We're sharing strategies. We're starting to do. I'm planning on doing some live stuff here coming up in the future. So a lot of good stuff happening there. If you like this video, or excuse me, if this video helped you, give me a like. That's the least you can do. If you're not already subscribed, I don't know what you're really doing in life. Hit the subscribe button. YouTube's telling me about 65% of my viewers aren't subscribed. I cannot figure out why, because I actually put a lot of effort and time into these videos. But if you want more Amazon content, like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what part of this checklist you're most excited about. And we'll see you on the next one.